On the news at 1, Nigeria's First Lady calls for sustained investment in young people. Correspondent spotlight unique individuals in commemoration of the World Left-Handers Day. Plus, assessing improved security in Galadima in focus on security check program Call the Police. Glad to have you join us on the news at 1 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I'm Hakimat Aliu Ibrahim. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has called for a sustained investment in the youth that amplifies their voices and supports their efforts to build a more connected, just, and sustainable world. The call is contained in her message marking this year's International Youth Day under the theme, Youth Advancing Multilateral Cooperation through Technology and Partnerships. Celebrating the strength and creativity of young people, the First Lady says Nigerian youths are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but are already shaping the solutions of today and the future, noting that by embracing digital tools and strategic partnerships, they are driving inclusive dialogue on tackling global challenges related to technology, economic disparity, climate change, and health care. Moving on to effectively take ownership of the future leadership roles, youths have been advised to add value to themselves through personal development. These were the submission of various speakers at the commemoration of 2025 International Youth Day, organized by Association of Corps Members 7 in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. Ramato Abdullahi has the report.
The Youth Corps members are commemorating International Youth Day by engaging stakeholders to build capacity that would enable them meet with expectations of them as leaders of tomorrow. Guest speaker Daniel Oba said value-driven leadership can be cultivated by youth through personal development, self-discipline, and resilience.
Everybody actually wants greener pasture. People don't really know the dangers about traveling. They feel like, oh, once you travel, it will be okay, it will be sweet. But the real thing is that you also need to understand that you need to build capacity where you are. Develop yourself.
Outgoing chairman of the Association of Corps Members in the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation said youth must leverage technology to improve their education and impact society.
Use of AI, use of any technical skills they can acquire during their services so that when they are done, they don't depend on looking for jobs.
Encourage the youth out there to strive more and also acquire more in anywhere they find themselves, both in private and public sector.
And by that, the crime rate will reduce as a nation. Most of those unemployed people that go into crime is because they don't have things to do as youth. So they will jump into cultism and other crimes. So that's what we've learned.
Leadership has to be value driven, because without value and without the interest of everybody, a leader who doesn't carry along the values of everybody and the interests of everybody will not go very far.
There was a handing over of the mantle of leadership from the outgoing executive members to the newly elected members. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, says many public officers are now perfecting the antics of anticipatory declaration of assets just to justify their intended stealing of public funds and other acts of corruption. The chairman stated this at the launch of the virtual tool on the Code of Conduct for Public Officers, organized by the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, in collaboration with the Technical Unit on Good Governance and Anti-Corruption Reforms, TUGAR. To prove this notion, the chairman cites how investigation reveals properties valued over 3 billion declared in a CCB form carried an address different from the address of the location of the property, but further interrogation indicates that the person declared the property when the property was not in existence. He urged the leadership of CCB to take note of such criminality and intensify investigation through innovative ways to curtail corruption. The chairman of Code of Conduct Bureau, Abdullahi Usman Bello, explains that the virtual tool will promote transparency, make public officers to be accountable, and carry out their duties in high esteem. Ahead of the February 2026 area council elections, residents of the Federal Capital Territory have been urged to take advantage of the forthcoming continuous voters registration exercise to register, update their details, or collect their permanent voters card. These were the key highlights of a stakeholders consultative meeting between the Independent National Electoral Commission, FCT, and media organizations in the Federal Capital Territory. Rabia Chaib has the report.
The FCT Independent National Electoral Commission says the continuous voters registration in the FCT will begin with online pre-registration on August 18, followed by physical registration from August 25 at the Commission's offices in the 6 area councils. Resident Electoral Commissioner INEC FCT, Aminu Kasimu Idris, says the exercise will enable eligible voters to get on the register, replace lost or damaged PVCs, correct personal details, transfer polling units, and collect unclaimed voters' card in the territory.
The CVR exercise will provide the opportunity for Nigerians who have turned 18 years and other eligible citizens who have not registered in any of the previous registration exercises. We get registered.
The Commission cautioned against electoral offences such as multiple registration, giving false information during registration, and buying and selling of voters' cards, warning that violators will be prosecuted.
If you're in Lagos and you're coming to Abuja to reside now, what you need to do is to ask for transfer of your voters' card, not new registration. Failure to do that, if you have more than one card in your possession, you have more than one card in your bag because you transferred, it's not an excuse in law.
Voters' registration will not close later than 90 days before the elections, as residents are encouraged to use the online portal for pre-registration.
You can sit at home, do it yourself with your smartphone, the URL they given.
With the countdown of the 2026 FCT area council elections underway, INEC FCT maintains that every vote counts and is calling on all eligible residents to come out, register, and play their part in shaping credible elections. In Abuja, Rabia Shaib, NTA News.
Now talking health matters, the Lady Helen Child Health Foundation is taking the message of exclusive breastfeeding to mothers in the Federal Capital Territory. To mark the 2025 World Breastfeeding Week, the foundation organized an outreach at the Asokoro District Hospital in Abuja, emphasizing the importance of giving babies only breast milk for the first 6 months of life. Yours truly was at the event and filed in this report. The Maternal and Child Care Unit of Asokoro District Hospital in Abuja came alive with activities as pregnant and nursing mothers gathered for a sensitization session on the life-saving benefits of breastfeeding. Mommy, feed me with breast milk. The outreach, organized by the Lady Helen Child Health Foundation, was part of activities marking World Breastfeeding Week in line with World Health Organization guidelines on infant nutrition.
That's putting the baby to breast is what makes the breast milk to come. No wait until you press your breast, make you see milk before you go give your baby.
The Lady Helen Child Health Foundation has been in operation since 2017, and basically we have been working with children. The CEO's mom was a midwife. That's why he takes breastfeeding very seriously. The event featured pre- and post-session surveys to measure participants' knowledge, which revealed a significant boost in awareness and confidence about breastfeeding practices.
What I really benefited from this program is breastfeeding baby for 2 years. Actually, something I don't even know about at all. at all. I thought breastfeeding a child within a year or within 9 months, that's the best way to breastfeed a child.
They are added knowledge that breastfeeding is very important. So I think I will continue with breastfeeding till they satisfy 3 times.
The foundation, committed to improving child health through education, advocacy, and support, emphasized that exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months is essential for building strong immunity, preventing malnutrition, and fostering emotional bonds between mother and child. They are a small group making big impact in science, art, and politics. But let's be real, being a lefty can be tough in the right-handed world. From classroom to offices, everyday life can be a challenge. Today, we put the spotlight on these unique individuals and celebrate what makes them special. Kenechukwu Ojuyenum takes it up from here.
Every August 13th, the world celebrates International Left-Handers Day, a day to appreciate the uniqueness and creativity of left-handers. Being left-handed, many say, is more than just a way of writing. It's a way of seeing and creating. We asked left-handers what they love about being left-handed, and many said it makes them feel special, proud, and part of a rare group. But it's not all smooth sailing. Some share the materials.
When I was in secondary school, yes, I struggled with book, like the way I will set my book on the desk. If I'm sitting with someone that is using the right side, and I have to turn my book to the left side, and it will affect the other person because we are not using the same hand to write.
Using scissors, I don't know how to use scissors with my left hand, and I don't know how to even hold it with my right.
Right-handers, on the other hand, describe left-handers as creative, special, and able to think outside the box.
I had a friend in school that could write really, really fast with her left hand and like write very, very slow with mine. And her handwriting is very pretty and inclusive. Sometimes I wish like I could be like a left-handed person.
I believe that left-handers are creative humans. I believe they're amazing.
Given the impressive list of left-handed icons like Albert Einstein, Barack Obama, Charlie Chaplin, Bill Gates, and Angelina Jolie. From the classroom to the art room, left-handers have proven that being different can be a strength. So on the occasion of the International Left-Handers Day, the world celebrates every left-hander, the writers, artists, and everyday dreamers who show the uniqueness is worth embracing. In Abuja, Kenechukwu Ojuyenum, NTA News.
You're tuned to NTA Channel 5 Abuja News at 1. We take a break now. The news continues shortly.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the global and national Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. My reason stems from a deep personal experience. I once had a friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered he had tuberculosis. Sadly, due to the stigma and discrimination surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved a life if only we had known earlier. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease that primarily affects the lungs, but can also impact other parts of the body. Being airborne means anyone, regardless of their socio-economic status, can contract it. In Nigeria, 1 person dies of TB-related illness every 7 minutes, amounting to 206 deaths every day. Globally, 1 person succumbs to TB every 25 seconds, which is a staggering 3,456 lives lost daily. These deaths are entirely preventable because TB is curable if detected and treated early. If you or someone you know has been coughing for 2 weeks or more, coughing up blood, experiencing night sweats, or losing weight drastically, it might be TB. Please visit the nearest government hospital or primary healthcare center for proper diagnosis and treatment. TB treatment is free in all government and some private health facilities. Let us also remember not to stigmatize or discriminate against TB patients or those who have been treated for TB. Individuals who have been cured of TB cannot infect others. I call on all stakeholders, especially the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes, we can.
Now to security matters. Threats such as kidnapping, one chance robbery, and vehicle snatching once posed serious dangers to residents and commuters along the Galadimawa axis in the Federal Capital Territory. But in recent months, coordinated efforts by the police, local vigilante groups, and community leaders have brought significant improvements. Onotu Yakubu reports on how this turnaround is impacting lives in and around the community.
Once a hotspot for criminal activities, this Galadima corridor connecting the city center to suburbs like Lokogoma and Sunnyvale was known for incidents of kidnapping, one-chance operations, and card snatching, especially in the rush hours of mornings and late evenings. Residents and commuters lived in fear with limited confidence in moving freely. But recently, coordinated efforts by the police and local vigilante have shifted the narratives. With increased surveillance, coordinated patrols, and better information sharing, the area is experiencing relative calm.
This present DPO, we like him work. He's a wonderful human being. He works with us with foot art. If anything happens, we call him in the respect he used to respond to us immediately effect. And we have many challenges here before he came, which we have been trying to resolve. But when he came, we can find ourselves in a good situation, like kidnappers, one chance, many things.
Honestly, the security here is good to go. There is no problem of the environment and also the entire neighborhood. The police are doing very well. Honestly, they are trying.
These interventions have also reduced incidents of housebreaking, petty theft by scavengers known locally as Babambola, and frequent skirmishes between Okada riders and residents, especially around popular bus stops like Galadimawa Roundabout and Ungwantiv Junction. The traditional ruler of Galadimawa, Hakimi Musa Barde, has also played a role, calling on residents to assist security agents with useful intelligence. Regular community engagements are now ongoing, fostering collaboration between the people and those tasked with protecting them.
Thank you very much. I think the security situation in Galadimawa, as at now, the community is very peaceful. There is not much crime. The divisional police officer, who is very active, very proactive, make sure that the entire community within the district is peaceful.
Sometimes all these hungry boys in the night, they boggles people's car, break into people's houses. But to be honest, it's not that much. It's not that much, but once in a while you hear something of that nature. But not like maybe every day something. No.
Residents say the change is noticeable and are hopeful that the present calm is sustained. The police authorities, on the other hand, pledged maintaining this momentum, which required continued vigilance and partnership between the community and law enforcement. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
In a similar narrative, the Divisional Police Officer of Galadimawa, CSP Abdullahi Liman Nuhu, says enhanced security measures are the reason for the relative calm being enjoyed by residents of the community. Speaking on Call the Police, a security check program on NTA Channel 5, he revealed that proactive policing strategies have been adopted to safeguard the community from juvenile delinquency and other criminal elements. Shamsuddin Usman monitored the program.
The divisional police officer noted a significant decrease in Galadima's crime rate, with no kidnapping attempt recorded in 6 months. While addressing the issue of one-chance incidents at Galadima Junction, he affirmed that police vehicles are stationed at high-risk areas. CSP Abdullahi Liman Nuhu also highlighted the participation of traditional institutions and other related agencies in addressing these issues. Their collaboration has significantly contributed to managing the majority of security threats in that area.
Security challenges and security issue is the purpose why police are posted to any place that you see. So also we are in Galadimawa to ensure that there is crime-free environment and atmosphere for people to work and live. So we are putting our effort to ensure that every citizen or every resident of Galadimawa is moving freely, and also his properties is protected. We are doing this through visibility of policing. Today, unlike before, there is no time you will go to Galadimawa, you will not see police around.
He encouraged the public to understand the importance of information and to cooperate with the police by informing authorities of any suspicious activity in the community. In Abuja, Shamsuddin Usman, NTA News.
And now sports, the Nigerian Union of Journalists is collaborating with IBAN to host the third edition of the NUJ football tournament, scheduled to take place from August 18 to 23, 2025. Moses Queer reports that various starters were represented during the draw, which will kickstart the competition.
The draw for the NUJ football tournament took place in a calm atmosphere involving experts in the process. The chairman of the NUJ Football Organizing Committee, Ndubueze Chidoka, highlighted that the aim of the tournament is to strengthen friendly coexistence among journalists, security agencies, government and private parastatals.
Security agencies, government organizations, private sector and professional bodies. The event is scheduled to hold at the Area 3 football pitch and Area 10 football field by Old Parade Ground, with a kickoff on Monday 18th of August 2025.
Rules and regulations guiding the competition. Representatives of these organizations also highlighted some anomalies from the previous competition and proposed solutions to ensure a successful outing during the tournament. The tournament, which aims to attract dignitaries and football lovers, will culminate in a grand finale and ceremonial presentation of trophies and medals to the winning teams in Abuja. Moses Kuye, NTA News.
Let's now join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
Sudan's 4-0 thrashing of Nigeria in Zanzibar has sent shockwaves through the football community, eliminating the Super Eagles from the tournament with a game to spare. Sudan's disciplined display, led by Abdel Raouf Yacoub's brace, has earned the team a spot at the top of Group D. Nigeria will need to regroup and reassess their strategy for future tournaments under coach.
You can take on the news. We'll join our live broadcast for telecast.